everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Fandom Fights. I'm your host today, Tim Brzakala. I am joined to you by my dog on the floor. He's having a sleepy night. He wanted to be here, but couldn't afford another computer for a dog to show up for 5 seconds. That would be a waste of money. But you know what's not a waste of money? Fandom Fights, because there's no money involved in this whatsoever. But there's a lot of exciting stuff going on. It's the tournament time. Got a lot of good matches. We got number 7 seed, Kaleb Koho, going up against the number 10 seed, his client, Jack Pinchuk. Earlier, we saw Koho take out David Garcia, going on to lose then to Albert in the number 1 contenders match before the title match earlier. But Jack been on a bit of a run, had a perfect game earlier in the season, went on to play Mark Kamier to get into the tournament, and now he's here at the number 10 seed. So both players having a really good season. So it'll be interesting to see kind of what happens when master and student come together. What's going to happen? I don't know. We're going to find out in 30 minutes, probably, maybe less, hopefully. We'll see. Let's get into the match.
I'll keep this short and sweet. It's Kingsman versus Kingsman. It's a win-win game for us. That being said, I'm excited to play Koho. He's responsible for me growing as I have as a player. He's pushed me to be better in Fandom and in Warzone as well. But that being said, I can't wait to kick his ass today. Manners maketh man, Koho. Let's do this.
This cocky fuck's been talking shit for a couple of weeks. Let's play.
You know, the Kingsman chats are what I believe to be what nightmare fuel is made of. I can only imagine. But if the Kingsman chat is actually just Jack Pinchuk talking mad smack against Kaleb Koho, then maybe I do want it. No, I can't even finish it. Can't do it. But let's get into the match. Round number 1, it's going to work like this. There are going to be 10 questions from 10 random categories in the realm of Fandom Fights. Each question is going to be worth 1 point a piece. If you get all 10 questions correct, you will be issued a bonus question to you. Only to you. You got 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Gentlemen, do you have any questions as we get into round number 1?
No.
Okay. Then we'll kick this off with MCU, the category of MCU. Which MCU film features an object called the Machina de Cadavus? I'll sound it out again because it's a little rough. Machina de Cadavus. Kadavus. Machina de Cadavus? I don't know. Pretty close. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Koho.
Doctor Strange.
And Pinchuk.
Doctor Strange.
It is said by Doctor Strange, but it is said by him in Spider-Man No Way Home.
That's
Spider-Man No Way Home.
That's
and I was
right.
trying to say it like he does, but I'm like, I don't want to give it that. I feel like that'll give it away.
See,
but,
I thought it was.
Yeah.
I should use the repeat. Okay.
Sorry, guys. But your next question is going to be in the category of Marvel. What organization does Moira McTaggart work for in X-Men First Class? I personally believe this is the best X-Men film. I think it's pretty fantastic all the way through, despite one glaring flaw. I think it's pretty great. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jack.
CIA.
And Koho.
And you be Magneto, CIA.
The CIA is correct. All right. Your next question, gentlemen, is going to be in the category of scores and soundtracks. Who composed the score for Twilight Eclipse? My dog has returned. He got up, walked away from me when I started speaking again, but now he's back. So clearly, I'm doing something right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Koho.
I think they wasted his talents. Carter Burwell.
And Jack.
I had no clue. I said John Powell.
Both are incorrect. We were looking for Howard Shore, weirdly enough. Howard Shore did the score for that film.
Wow. Okay.
Damn.
All right, guys, your next question is going to be in fandom quotes. Which Middle Earth character said the quote, "After all, what are we? Merchants, miners, tinkerers, toy makers, hardly the stuff of legend." I remember when Maggie and I were doing the Twilight rewatch at the beginning of the season, and it popped up music composed by Howard Shore, and I said, "Movies, Blu-ray's wrong. They're pulling a fast one on me." And yes, I said that right. I own this on Blu-ray. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jack.
Ballin.
And Koho.
Good, I changed it. Ballin.
Ballin is correct. So we stay tied 2-2 as we get into your next question, which is going to be in the category of James Bond. What specific drink does Bond order multiple times throughout the James Bond series?
How specific?
I need what the drink is, not how it's prepared, if that helps at all.
That.
Yep.
Yep. All right.
I don't know alcohol.
5, 4,
Okay.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Koho.
Martini.
And we'll go to Jack.
Said vodka martini.
So vodka martini is the specific we're looking for. That is the answer we were looking for.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
That's fine. Yeah, I get why.
Okay. Yeah, we were not looking for the shaken, not stirred, is what we were saying.
No, I get that. I also it would be a waste of a challenge. You can do it with vodka or gin. So.
Yeah. All right. So your next question is going to be an Alien versus Predator. Which Alien versus Predator film features identical androids named Walter and David? I know a few Davids. Can't think of any Walters that I know of. I know that Ron Burgundy's son in Anchorman 2, The Legend Continues, is named Walter.
I mean,
they have a shark pet named Dobie. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Jack.
There's Walter down in Albuquerque. It's not doing so well. That Alien Covenant.
Okay, Koho.
Alien Covenant.
Both are correct. All right, your next question is going to be in the category of Disney animation. In Cinderella, Prince Charming believes he will find the girl he danced with at the ball by having every girl in the kingdom do what? I went to a ball once. The AMC ball. I mean, that's not what it was called, but it was basically a ball. We didn't dance or anything, but like, it was basically a ball. 5, 4, 3. Got really drunk. 2, 1. Pens down. Koho.
Try on the glass slipper she left behind.
And Jack.
I said try on a glass slipper.
Both are correct. So 5-4 in favor of Jack as we get into your next question, which is in Planet of the Apes. Who turns off the electricity for the table that is being used to torture Caesar in Conquest of the Planet of the Apes? My dog's making some noises. He did one of these. I don't know what it means, but I feel like he's trying to communicate with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Jack.
Is the female ape's name Lisa? Because I have no clue.
It is, but that's incorrect in Koho.
I had no blank boards. I wrote down Maurice.
Also incorrect. We were looking for McDonald. That's right. So we'll get into your penultimate question, which is in the category of the worlds of DC. Who plays Arthur's half-brother Orm in Aquaman? Yeah, every time I look at my dog and he's, being all ridiculous, I do the thing from Finding Nemo where I say, "You're really cute. I just don't know what you're saying." 5.
Repeat the question.
That's going to be Jack's first repeat. Who plays Arthur's half-brother Orm in Aquaman? I say that to Maggie a lot, too, because she mumbles a lot. So I won't understand what she's saying. Do the same thing. You're really cute, but I don't know what you're saying. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Koho.
Patrick Wilson.
And Jack.
I had it the other way around. I said someone, Patrick. I couldn't think of the other name.
Patrick Wilson is correct. So Koho ties it up 5-5 as we get into the final question of the round, which is in the category of DreamWorks. In Megamind, it is revealed that Metro Man is living in what old building? DreamWorks as a category is a crazy fickle thing, and Kaleb Koho is a dirty slut. 5.
Oh, you saw the list
4.
too, huh?
I commented on it. 2, 1. Pens down. It is a bunch of bullshit. Let's go to Jack.
His old shul house.
And
My old shul house.
yes, school is correct. So we are all tied up 6-6 going into round number 2. Here's how this is going to work. I'm going to bring in the wheel from wheeldecide.com. Each player is going to have a chance to spin the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it, or they can choose to spin again. But they have to keep what they spin the second time. Each question is worth 2 points apiece. Unless you check to multiple choice, then it will be worth only 1 point. Jack, you have 2 repeats remaining. Koho, you have all 3, and stealing is available in this round. Any questions, gentlemen? Okay, then the categories on the wheel today are Mission Impossible, Fandom Quotes, Disney Animation, DreamWorks Animation, DC, MCU, Star Wars, and Disney Live Action. So, Koho, you are the higher-ranked player. Would you like to spin first or defer to Jack?
I'll defer to Jack.
Okay, Jack, this is your spin. And it lands on Disney Live Action. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I'll spin it again.
This is what you are stuck with. And it lands on Disney Animation. All right, so Jack, are you prepared for your questions in Disney Animation?
Yeah.
All right, your first question. The Rat Trap is a bar that can be found in which Disney animated film?
The Great Mouse Detective.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, Jack, your second question. Who voices Kristoff in the Frozen franchise?
Jonathan Groff.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. What type of animal is the main character Judy in Zootopia?
A rabbit.
We can accept that for 2 points. All right. Your fourth question. On what specific holiday is the tournament to crown the new king supposed to be on in The Sword in the Stone?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Christmas, B, Halloween, C, New Year's Day, or D, Easter.
Christmas.
That is incorrect. Caleb, chance for a 1-point steal. Your options again are A, Christmas, B, Halloween, C, New Year's Day, or D, Easter.
New Year's Day.
That is correct for a 1-point steal. And Jack, your final question in Disney Animation. What is the name of the town that Robin Hood takes place in, whose citizens are overtaxed?
Nottingham.
That is correct for 2 points.
Yeah.
The moment of panic on your face was priceless.
All right, so Jack gets his total up to 14, but with the steal, Koho is at 7. So we'll bring back the wheel and the spin for Caleb. Lands on Spinner's Choice.
Ooh, beautiful. Ooh, this is a weird place to be. Can I see the options on the wheel, please?
Yes, you can choose from Mission Impossible, Quotes, DreamWorks, DC, MCU, Star Wars, or Disney live action.
I'll take Star Wars.
Okay. Koho, are you prepared for your questions in Star Wars?
Yes, sir.
Your first question. What was the second Star Wars film to feature Lando Calrissian?
You mean in release order, right?
Yes,
Return of the Jedi.
that is correct for 2 points. All right, your next question. What is blocking the path of the backdoor escape of the bunker on Crate, which Rey has to use the Force to lift in The Last Jedi?
A very large pile of boulder rocks.
That is correct for 2 points. Also would have accepted rocks. Okay, your next question, Caleb. Who plays Grand Moff Tarkin in A New Hope?
Peter Cushing.
That is correct for 2 points. Your next question. In The Phantom Menace, who informs Qui-Gon that Padme must accompany himself and Jar Jar on Tatooine?
Trying to find the way you want to phrase this. The Queen of Naboo.
That is incorrect. Jack, chance for a 2-point steal.
Obi-Wan.
That's also incorrect. We were looking for Captain Panaka.
Okay.
That's fair. I misunderstood the question. That's my bad. Okay.
All right, Koho, your final question. What does Jin give to K2SO before leaving him for the last time in Rogue One, A Star Wars Story?
A blaster.
That is correct for 2 points and the lead. So coming out of round 2, Koho has the lead 15-14. As we get into round number 3, here's how it's going to work. It is the betting round. I'm going to say a category. The players are then going to have to decide whether they want to bet 0, 1, or 2 on the question. If they get the question right, they will gain those points. And if they get the question wrong, they will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or we have run out of questions. Gentlemen, any questions from you as we get into the round?
No.
Then the first category that you can bet points on is going to be Star Wars. Let's get bets, starting with Caleb.
2.
And Jack, sorry.
2.
Okay, here's your question. Name 2 of the 3 main episodic series films that do not physically feature any form of the character Yoda. Give you a little bit of extra time on this one. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Koho.
A New Hope, The Force Awakens.
And Jack.
A New Hope, The Force Awakens.
Both are correct. We also would have accepted The Rise of Skywalker. So at the end of that question, Koho still has the lead 17-16 as we get into your next category, which is Marvel. Let's get bets starting with Jack.
1.
And Koho.
2.
Okay, here's the question. Who is the valedictorian of Midtown's graduation in The Amazing Spider-Man 2? I believe this is Cody Newberry's favorite movie, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it is.
Big fan. Big fan. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Who thinks it's
1.
better than No Way Home?
Pens down. Let's go to Jack.
Should have bet 2. Gwen Stacy.
And Koho.
Gwen Stacy.
Both are correct. So Koho gets his total up to 19, and Jack gets his total up to 17. So it is a 2-point game going into the third question, which is going to be in the category of fandom quotes. And let's get bets starting with Koho.
0.
And Jack.
Have to. 2.
All right, here's your
Oh
question.
boy.
Yep.
I'm really excited to see this one. All right, your question. Complete this quote from Star Trek 2009.
Oh, no.
The ex-wife took the whole damn planet in the divorce. All I got left is my blank. One word. Five, 4.
Repeat the question.
It's going to be Jack's second repeat. Complete this quote from Star Trek 2009. The ex-wife took the whole damn planet in the divorce. All I got left is my blank. One word.
No.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Koho, who bet 0.
Bones.
And Jack.
Ship. No clue.
Bones is correct. So Jack will lose 2 points, making it a 4-point game. It is now 19-15 in favor of Koho as we get into the penultimate question of the round, which is going to be in Disney animation. Let's get bets, starting with Jack.
2.
And Koho.
2.
Here's the question. Which well-known director, writer, and actor voices Buck Cluck, Chicken Little's father, in Chicken Little? I mentioned a different animal. My dog got a little excited. There's none of them here. Calm down. It's okay. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right, that's going to be Jack's last repeat. Which well-known director, writer, and actor voices Buck Cluck, Chicken Little's father, in Chicken Little? How weird would it be if I had said Chicken Little's father in The Jungle Book? Fucking wild.
Blown away. It's actually in Planes.
That's a different movie. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Jack.
No clue. Good game, Koho. I know Boatman loves this movie. Albert Brooks.
And Koho.
Gary Marshall.
And your winner, Kaleb Koho. Gary Marshall was the correct answer. So a final score of 21-13. But I don't think that really represents the game played overall. I think Jack had a really good game. He got just some bad luck on a couple of questions there. Didn't know the quote from Star Trek. Didn't know Gary Marshall. And Koho came to play. And Spinner's Choice, obviously, people can say that comes into play. But I think they gave up the same amount of points. Jack couldn't capitalize on the steal, but both missed a big question for 2. And so I think they did about evenly well in the first 2 rounds. It just kind of came down to those questions from Jack. But Koho looks ready to fucking go. So we'll see what goes next. And we'll talk to them in the post-match interviews right now, starting with Jack. Jack couldn't quite pull out the victory today, but like you said in the beginning, you lost to a Kingsman, so it stays in the faction there. How are you feeling about the match overall?
Yeah, it could be better. But honestly, like, round 3 was just rough for me. I think I had a good round 1. I tied with Koho that round, but round 2 missed one question. It was between the 2, but at the end of the day, you win some, you lose some. And today I lost to Koho, who, hey, Koho's a great player. So I can't wait to see how he does in the tournament, whoever he plays next.
Yeah, absolutely. Jack, this is obviously the end of your time in the tournament. But I believe, if I'm not a crazy person, you still have a match coming up with Anyone Can Cook. So in the team ladder. So why don't you tell us about that? We don't know who you're playing yet, but are you excited for your time with Matthew to continue?
Oh, absolutely. Matthew's a great player, and I'm really, really happy to have him as a teammate, and I'm excited to see how far in this ladder we can go. feel like we're a team to watch out for, even if my performance here doesn't exactly say that. But we're ready to go. We're ready to go far in this ladder.
Hey man, if you got to lose on a question from any movie, Chicken Little ain't a bad one to lose on. So, Jack, great job today. We'll see you later in the team's ladder. Let's bring in the winner, Kaleb Koho. Koho, great job today. Pretty impressive victory. 6 points in round 1. Very good. Spinner's Choice, Star Wars, showing your knowledge there. And then round 3, pretty dominant performance there. How are we feeling?
I feel okay. I feel pretty good about the rest of it. I think my biggest takeaway today is I need to slow down. I dropped a lot of easy points today just by turning my brain off as soon as I heard what I thought I needed to hear, and I missed specific words. I should have wrote down vodka martini. I should have used a repeat. Should have wrote down Spider-Man No Way Home. Yeah, there's just a couple points that I dropped today that I can't drop if I want to keep going in this tournament. And I'd like to make it further than the round 2 or the semifinals. Honestly, I'd like to make it to the finals for the first time. I think that'd be really fun. So that'd be a big milestone for me. So we'll see how I can do. Got to use those repeats to slow it down, but I think I played pretty good. I think I got a lot of lucky breaks my way, but Jack played really solid. That score does not reflect how good Jack is and how well Jack's come along, how improved he is as a player. I was not taking this match lightly whatsoever. This is one of those round 1 matches that absolutely I could have been bounced in the first round. So I prepped for it like any other, and Jack gave me a hell of a fight. So.
Koho, you say you want to make it to the finals of this tournament.
Yeah, I do.
But
I don't have
in order to do that, you have to do one of 2 things. You have to either beat the second place finisher of the 5-way, which we totally know who that is.
Absolutely. No, we know exactly
who
this person right here.
We know who it is. You're going to either have to play them or their opponent in round 1, Thomas Scully.
Love it. Love it. So I'm obviously playing the second place finisher of the play-in. They're going to be dominant. They're going to be a dominant performer, and I'm very excited. No, I'm willing to bet money on playing Scully. And I didn't want the first one. I don't want the rematch, but my only hope is that I can give Scully a much better fight than I did the first one. The first one was pathetic. He's not getting that version of me in the next round. So
fair. All right. Well, I'm excited to see it. Koho, congrats. We'll see you in round number 2. Great match. Jack and Koho both playing really, really well, and I'm excited to see what they both do next, both in this tournament and in the team's ladder. So it's going to be very exciting, and we will see all that very soon. So thank you to Koho, thank you to Jack, thank you to Nick behind the scenes who wrote this one. We will see you guys real soon with the next match. Until then, bye-bye.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye.
And again, that's the hero gig. Part of the journey is the end.
Goodbye, old friend.
Kitty has to go.